What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Speed Addicts Garage. For all 12 viewers that watch my videos and that comment below, from the bottom of my heart, thank you. But today we're going to be welding an open differential. Going to go into much detail on differentials and how they work, but as you can tell, if you spin that, all these spiders spin. What that end up doing is it end up spinning one wheel. So what a lot of drifters like to do is they like to weld all this together. So basically they make 4 welds in each corner so that this gear and that gear is fixed, and then they do that corner and basically go all the way around. But I like to go one step further, and let me show you what to do. But first we need to disassemble this. And by the way, this open differential is out of IS300. So for all you drift boys with IS300, take notes. We're gonna show you how to go from a 1-wheel burnout
to a 2-wheel burnout.
And so now what we gotta do is we gotta take all these bolts out. I've never seen this before. This is actually pretty nifty though. You see them little tabs that kind of hold the bolts in place. We're gonna use our punch, and we're also gonna use our hammer to open those up so we can put a socket on that. All you do is evenly hit all the edges all the way around it, and this ring will slide right off. All right, fam, let me show you the 2 ways that you can turn your open diff into a 2-wheel
burning machine.
One option is that you can weld, once again, all 4 of these corners. What I like to do is I like to do overkill. If you know anything about me, I do everything overkill. And so in this particular situation, what I'm gonna do this overkill is, instead of welding all 4 corners, I'm gonna take a little thick plate. This is probably like 1/4 inch thick, and all I'm gonna do is cut out a square, and that square is gonna fit inside there, and that's what I'm gonna weld into place. I'm gonna take a old filing hanger, or whatever you wanna call these little deals that you use in filing cabinets. All I'm gonna do is take my scissors, take a couple measurements, and then I'm gonna cut this out and use it as a template that I can transfer to the actual material I'm gonna weld in that open diff. So now I want to achieve 2 things. One thing is I want to heat this stuff up in here that I'm about to weld. I want to heat it up so it burns off all of the gear oil. And for 2, I want to get it hot enough so that when I weld it, it'll penetrate. Got everything nice and hot. We're gonna use this Eastwood MIG 175 to get this done. As you can tell, I got my heat all the way up. I know my own machine, number 5 for wire speed, is gonna get it done. And so now, take these plates, drop that mug in there. Look how clean that junk fit in there. And I'm gonna tack all 4 corners, flip it over and put the same one in, and then we're gonna start the welding. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and weld this up, and I'm gonna show you the finished product. Wow, look at that finished product. I end up having to do my traditional backward C method to make sure I got good penetration between the piece that I made and all these gears. But I'm pretty happy with that. So before I reassemble this ring gear, I'm gonna hit this with compressed air to kind of cool it off a little bit, and then we can go ahead and deliver it to our boy Scott. Joker sound like a turbo, don't it? All right, so before we deliver this puppy, the last thing we gotta do is put this ring gear on. I don't know whether it makes a difference or not, but if you saw, these little tabs kind of sit over there like this. So what I end up doing is just like I always do, paint pen or punch. I punch this mark, also got the same reference mark on this ring gear somewhere. I'm not gonna show it to you. And then also got the same thing up here also somewhere. I think it's right there. I had to use my flat punch. So I'm gonna go ahead and put this thing back together. Hey, and a little side note, guys, when you put the ring gear back onto this thing, due to welding the center section together, this whole unit was hot, and the way heat works, heat makes metal expand. So make sure this thing is completely cool before you put this ring on, because you're not going to be able to get this ring on. Just a little tip.